Honestly, this one is crazy. So we are going to be going back in time when it comes to Rick's first appearance on 90 Day Fiance of this current season of before the 90 days with his girl Trisha. So we're gonna run through those clips. Before we do that, though, we're gonna get into the reasons of why he is the ultimate villain of this season. So as you can see here by this person on Reddit, they obviously got a little bit creative with his appearance. It's entirely up to you folks, whether you agree or disagree. But as we can see here, this person comes in and says, Rick really sat there with a straight face and told Trisha, yeah, I cheated on you because I felt lonely for 5 days. 5 days. This man felt abandoned. So because of that, because she went quiet for 120 hours. So his immediate reaction was to 1, book a flight, 2, fly to a whole different country, 3, spend the next 5 days sleeping with his ex. You cannot justify that BS. You can't justify that BS at all. He's 52 years old with a whole ass adult child older than his girlfriend, and he's out here acting vengeful like a petty ass teenager. Get the hell out of here. And the most disgusting part, he waited until they were on a scheduled island, secluded island resort to tell her. He didn't do it at home where she could walk out of the door. He waited until she was in a physically trapped with him, so she couldn't get away from his pathetic ass. You know, I didn't realize that point. That's a very, very good point. She had a real life trauma she was dealing with, and he's out here playing revenge cheat. So now, folks, let's get into it. So this is the first introduction into Trish.
I trust him so much. Like, he's a faithful guy. He's totally different from my ex. That's why I want him to propose me.
Imagine with Trisha, you see, for herself in particular, she sees this man as the man that will propose to her. She sees this man as the man that is better than her ex. To be fair, why she thought this, I have no idea. But it's crazy for someone to introduce himself into the season in that format, to then meet a guy who treats her or does certain things.
Scared her.
After my ex-boyfriend got robbed, my brother got an accident. He hurt someone on my scooter.
But why didn't you tell me that? I mean, I would call you, you would press decline, I wouldn't hear back for hours. I thought that you were with somebody else.
So because the girl was ignoring your phone calls, she wouldn't call you back and she didn't tell you certain things, he thought it was permission to go and do something else. And it's crazy, but you know what he's doing right here? What he's doing in this position is that he's saying to her, why didn't you do this though? Because you did this, this and that. So he's already trying to make her feel guilty for her behavior. He's already trying to make her feel small. So therefore, when he tells her the truth about his actions, she will be in a position where she's like, well, to be fair, if I did tell him, if I was more vocal, well, then maybe he wouldn't have done this. So he wants to put her in the mindset where she's going to blame herself for his behavior.
I didn't even really care about my phone.
During the time that Trish ghosted me for those 5 days, I talked to my ex from Colombia to you. And so, I decided to book a trip. And
why is he saying it so nervously? I decided to book a trip to Colombia so I could sleep with my ex for... Come on, bruh. He's trying to, make it sound like he's actually sad about it. He's actually, he's changing his tone, for a reason, manipulating it. Nah, this guy thinks he's smart.
And go spend time with her. Even though Trish started talking to me again, in my heart, I believe that she cheated on me. Stayed with me for a week. We were acting as a couple. We had sex all the time, the whole time, multiple times a day, every day.
It's funny though, when he was talking about the fact that he had sex with his ex, he said that with his chest. But when he was trying to explain why he did it, he couldn't get the words out of his mouth. It's crazy though, because you see, this guy picks and chooses when he's going to sound confident and when he's not going to sound confident.
I know he brought that for me because I sent him a sexual video of me. It doesn't seem like something to put on the bed.
So yeah, he's got more than enough confidence when it comes to the bedroom area. He'll buy certain things, the whole shebang. But you know, when it comes to certain other things, yeah, he changes his tone. Something that has to be paid attention to, folks, because how somebody delivers information is always very, very key.
Just telling me that her motorcycle's about to get dropped off and that it got fixed. But as it turns out, it was her ex-boyfriend's friend.
Rick, stop, please.
I asked if she was still in contact with her ex. He's saying that they saw each other about 4 months ago.
Look at him, still digging and digging and digging at her, trying to put as much pressure on her to make her feel like she is somebody that has been in the complete wrong for her actions. Again, so when he finally tells her what he's done, she will then start to believe that he cheated on her because of her actions, so therefore she's more inclined to want to forgive him and want to proceed. The way he is manipulating her step by step is actually nasty work. Very, very intelligent with his words here, but I see through you, you clown. Anyway, let's continue.
At that point, we were supposed to be exclusive. Have you guys been in contact since then?
He contacted me on a text message
Conversation happened.
4 months ago. If I show you, will you believe me?
I'd have no choice but to.
Look at the time.
I would have no choice but to. More like you want her to be in a situation where she's done you wrong, so therefore your behavior is justified. That's what he's saying. If I come on now, this guy really thinks he's out here being. Do you know what? I worry about how many women he's done this to. Because let's be real, this type of technique he's doing, this type of tactic, it's not his first time. He's done this probably multiple times. I would put money on it that he has never been faithful to any one of his partners. I will put money on the reason why he is single at 52 years of age is because he's messed about too many times with the women in his life. They've always caught him in the end.
I didn't even respond, Rick. Look.
His voice called.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up. Do you?
Need a date. So I do believe that you're not talking to him anymore.
I'm not, Rick.
And that's a big deal.
But the whole time, he's asking her about her ex. But I don't hear him say anything, absolutely anything, about him and his ex. See? Really putting in a corner that she has been doing him wrong. No matter what she says, he's trying to flip it. She keeps saying to him, no, this is why I did what I did. And he's like, nah, I need a reason that's going to justify me. So then he'll dig again, and then dig again, and then dig again. Just give it a rest, but no, because he's got a plan.
You didn't say it, but you were acting like a sugar baby. I'm already doing things for you. And I pay your rent.
Yeah, you did pay my rent. It's not what I want you for, but I'm just asking for a little things. It's not that much.
I'm gonna get you what you need, but I'm not always gonna get you what you want.
Trust me when I tell you, he's definitely not always going to give her what she wants, because what she didn't want is a man that is unloyal. But you've already given her that anyway. Yeah. And now he's trying to put her in a position where he's trying to do that financial manipulation. You know, saying that, listen, I'm giving you all these things, but yet you still don't appreciate me. And because you don't appreciate me, that's why I went and slept with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Step by step, this tactic he's using here. You know, doing anything possible to tackle her at any angle possible to make her feel like in the end it's going to be her fault that he stepped out. Yeah, I see why he's the villain.
Money has been an issue in previous relationships. I was married to Samson and Frederick's mom, Kenny, for 7 years, Nigeria, and I brought her over on a K1 visa. And it caused a lot of issues between us. That's why I've tried to be really straightforward with Trisha about my financials.
He's lying to us, folks. I mean, there's truth in what he's saying, but there's also lies in what he's saying. He's just using this story as a way to basically make us, the audience, believe that we should be on his side and not be on her side.
Situation. Let's go. I'm starting to feel better that Trisha is reassuring me that I'm enough for her.
Isn't it funny though, when he's talking about I'm starting to feel better about Trisha is reassuring me? You see the way his tone changed again? He doesn't sound like he's feeling better about it. He sounds like he's feeling pissed about it. But he didn't want to be in this position. He wanted her to put him in a position where he would be absolutely mortified that she stepped out. You know what I mean? This guy is full of it. Like I said, he picks and chooses what he says confidently and when he doesn't say confidently.
To And being insecure has caused me to make mistakes in my relationship.
Utter nonsense. But then this one right here did bother me because, boy,
that I love your kids, right? But I cannot just, be a stepmom, like forever. I want to have my own.
But like right now, I'm not in a position to have another child.
I took her my little brother and sister.
the biggest issue in this is that this is where they're both wrong, to be honest. Because one, I don't know why she wants to be with a man that's 52 years of age and wants to have kids with him. Does she not realize that she's going to end up being a parent for a very long time by herself because he's got less years left than he has got more? Statistics, based on numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that's just not to work, to be honest with you. I don't know what she was thinking. But anyway, also on top of that, he should have known better. If he should know that at his age, he does not want any more kids. So why the hell are you being with somebody who's younger than you? If you know that you don't want kids. Calamity.
Without any help, like my dad going to work and only them and me was in the house.
At this point in my life, I don't think I'm ready to have another child. I'm 52 years old and I'm getting up there in age, so having another child is going to be like starting all over again.
Starting all over again.
And what, I'm about the same age as your dad, right?
You're older than my dad.
How old is your dad? You haven't told your dad my age?
No. My daddy doesn't want a man older than him, and men who have a lot of kids, and a man who already been married, divorced. I think my father would just refuse to meet him. But blessing for my.
But again, in this situation, she's the one that's done herself dirty, to be honest with you. But now let's get into the finale. Let's get into the one that's really turned people upside down when it comes to this man.
When you weren't talking to me, I started talking to my ex. She was like the only one that, was there to listen to me. Book a trip, going to Colombia to be with my ex.
Imagine being the person that's in the receiving end of this information by this man. Damn.
Lonely and abandoned. I thought that you didn't want me anymore.
You have sex with her? Did you?
I'm sorry, but a grown-ass man, a grown-ass 52-year-old man with kids, the whole shebang, getting emotional about the fact that a woman doesn't want him is actually diabolical. I'm going to tell you why, folks, because here's the thing. He has lived long enough to be able to handle rejection. He's lived long enough and enough experience to be able to handle when somebody finally wants to walk away. He's lived long enough to be in a relationship with somebody who sometimes may just not speak to you for a certain amount of time. But then at the same time, all of these things, he's lived long enough to learn how to avoid them. The fact that he's actually in this position at his age tells you that his maturity levels are terrible, because at that age, the fact that he's even getting himself in positions where he's with somebody that isn't communicating with him enough, so therefore he has to go and cheat, shows even more about who he is as a person.
Yes. This is something we can work through, baby.
Shut up.
It was a mistake.
Shut up. How could you do that to me? We were together.
We weren't there. And I told you after a couple of days, I said, if I don't hear from you, then I'm going to assume that it's over, that you don't want me anymore.
Did reply to your messages. I did reply to your call. And I even told you I'll call you when I'm free.
The maddest thing about it, it's more annoying that he's behaving as if his actions are actually justifiable by saying, bro, he's clearly been with enough women to understand what the reaction is going to be. If he was a young teenage boy or a young man in his 20s, I would understand I would understand him being oblivious to the reaction and him fully believing that he can justify it. But at 52 years of age?
You, and then you said that I was stalking you. That sounds like to me that you didn't want to be with me. Because I wanted us to build something together. I wanted to share, precious time with you.
Oh, you were different. I can trust you. You even promised me there, like, I won't hurt you, Trisha.
In person, we've consummated our relationship. We have a stronger bond now.
That one still pisses me off. We even consummated our relationship. We have a stronger bond. Bruh, you shouldn't have even slept with her in the first place. You should have told her the truth first. And then if she decided that she still wanted you to fly and see her, different conversation. But you literally slept with this woman without her even knowing about... You know what? I was watching... What was I watching yesterday? I was watching Lincoln Lawyer, right? Season 4. I think it was the second episode, right? And there's a woman in it who's going through a divorce with her husband. And they've got a prenup. But you see, in the prenup now, if he was to do any harm to her physically, then that means she gets whatever she wants out of it. So that was the part of the clause. Now, he's never harmed her physically, but he cheated on her and ended up giving her an STD. So they flipped it by saying that was actually physical harm towards your ex, right? To your wife, to your ex-wife to be, whatever, right? But they said, well, that's not physical harm because it's da 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 da. So they kind of flipped it around a little bit and went around a circle and kind of found a way to manipulate the situation, blah blah blah. More of the situation, without me going fully into it, right, is that this man literally went, slept with somebody else, then flew all the way to Madagascar to meet Trisha, I believe, for the first time, then slept with her, then told her that he stepped out. So in a mad way, mad way, right? Technicality ways, this man has kind of taken advantage of her. He has sexually taken advantage of her. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't want to use any words that's too strong and that's not needed. Do you know what I mean? But all I'm trying to say is, what if he had actually caught something from his ex in Colombia and then now he's transmitting to her? You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't understand that the actions that he has made aren't cool, because you see, if he had been upfront with her and said to her, listen, boom, I slept with somebody else when you didn't talk to me because I was being petty and I was in my shiz. I understand if you don't want me to come to Madagascar no more, da 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 da. In that position, in that situation, he could have put her in a position where she could have said to him, you know, I still want to see you because I understand why you did for whatever stupid reasons, right? But before you come here, I need you to go and get tested, just in case, you know. And this is why I guess, you know, really and truly, if you do end up sleeping with somebody else, make sure you're protected, right? But even if you're protected, make sure you get checked. So therefore, at least when you sleep with somebody else, you're not transmitting this into, do you know what I mean? So these are those life lessons, you know, that people really needed to go through, because, you know, he's putting her in a position that she could have avoided. Obviously, I'm assuming that she didn't catch anything, just what I'm saying, right? But I think this is what made Lauren kind of like, not cool, but this is the good thing about Lauren and Faith. Lauren actually told Faith that he had caught gonorrhea, you know what I mean? Which was good in him to do that, to be honest about it, you know, because he could have been a scumbag about it. Because Rick clearly would have been a scumbag about it.
Don't you see that? I'm ashamed of what I did. No problem.
You were not even ashamed. Explain to you after the 5 days, but you still went to Colombia. So explain to you after the 5 days, but you still went to Colombia. So why didn't you cancel?
Because even after those 5 days, things still didn't add up. Because I thought you were cheating on me, and I felt like
it's my fault. Even if she already explained to me, I would still go because I want to revenge her.
in some ways that's true.
In some ways, hell, that is true. You see, he set this whole thing up to make it so she felt like it was her fault. That's why she even said to him, "Oh, so it's my fault," and he's still trying to make her feel like it's her fault. But luckily, in this scene, Trisha seems clued up and she's recognizing that this man is playing her. Hopefully, this is how she continues for the rest of the season. And she also picked up that obviously he done his behavior because he's a petty fool, vengeful. 52 years of age and you want to be revengeful? Yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. We can talk about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.